Fighting out of the red corner, from Inglewood, California, with a record of 5-3-1. Please make some noise for Refugio Navarro. Fighters in the ring.
Well, Navarro comes from a long line of fight families that can do it. Navarros can go. What do you know about this guy?
Well, I'm a little biased in this one right here. You know, Refugio is a stablemate of mine. He's been in my training camp for the past month prepping for this fight. He's in shape, and like you say, he comes from a long line of family. Carlos Navarro, Olympic alternate. His cousin Jose Navarro was an Olympian in the 2000 class. His brother was a fighter, Ignacio, and he's a fighter, and he's a very tough and skilled fighter.
All right, when you talk about Navarro, I'm talking with Refugio. He came in at 122 pounds. Broderick Harper came in at 119 1/4. 6-11 is the record for Harper. But Navarro, 5-3-1. That's my number to play, 531. That's where my mother lives, 531 Cold Spring Lane in Baltimore.
Hey, put your money on it.
All right, let's see what's going on. Broderick Harper in the black trunks trimmed in gold. Navarro black trunks trimmed in white. Navarro's the shorter of the two. And when you've got guys like this, you know you're going to get plenty of boxing, punching for your action.
Oh, definitely. You know, you got the little guys out there. They don't know how to do anything but throw leather. So, and I've been watching. We call him Cuco, Refugio, for a couple years now. He's all action, very big heart, and like I say, he's very skilled. Not your typical Hispanic fighter where coming straight forward, but he's definitely he has rhythm, he has fast hands, and he's, like I say, he has a big heart.
He's already got Broderick Harper wincing in some type of pain and holding on. And the reason why was that overhand right. He just hit him with the second big overhand right. What can you tell me about Navarro's style? What kind of style does he give you? Is he a boxer? Is he a puncher? Is he rugged? We know he's ready.
Oh, he's definitely, like I say, he's not your typical Hispanic fighter because he does have rhythm, but he will he will get in there and bang with you sometimes, and that's what we've been working on in camp. But Harper, like I say, he definitely looks to be in shape, and he's a well-schooled fighter as well. He's been around for a while. He has a big amateur career. So, I mean, if he puts his punches together and sticks to a game plan, he could definitely very well outbox Cuco. But
Broderick Harper is definitely in shape, but he doesn't like taking shots to the belly. One time, Navarro hit him with a left hook to the stomach, and I saw this man wince in pain right there in the ring. He is not going to enjoy it. If he's going to fight, if he's going to win, he's got to fight. Broderick Harper out of Columbus, Ohio. And see, I think Navarro recognizes that because he's going downstairs and upstairs in this fight. And there it is, a nice shot that time that puts Broderick Harper down. And referee Jim Cobb has stopped this fight. Referee Jim Cobb has stopped this fight. And I'm telling you right now, Navarro knew it was just a matter of time putting the combinations together. That was a vicious shot. And let's take a look at it because we've got it from several different angles here on Absolute TV. Let's take a look at another Absolute Bringing the Heat replay. This Absolute Bringing the Heat replay shows you the persistency of Navarro. He knew he hit Harper with a devastating punch. There it is there. And look at him in his corner right now. The neutral corner, I'm talking about Navarro. He looks like a pit bull, man. Navarro looks like he's ready to go. Look at him. He says, hey, come on, let him fight. Bring him on. Because I can finish this the right way, or we can let the referee finish it the wrong way. Call it a TKO. Look at him. He's looking. He's telling everybody, I've got kahunas, baby. That's exactly what he's doing. He's showing everybody, if you want to fight, you better fight. If you want me, you better fight. And right now, Broderick Harper is saying that he headbutted him. It wasn't a headbutt. It was a punch.
No, not at all. It looked to be like a straight right. Like he walked right into a straight right hand, and he fell face forward. He was not a headbutt at all.
At first, I thought Jim Cobb had stopped this fight, but obviously he hadn't. And look at him. I'm talking about Navarro. Navarro said, come on, bring it on. He's like, bringing it on. I mean, he was like, look at him. He is ready to go. And then in the other corner, you've got Broderick Harper getting ice and treatment. Now, Let me ask you a question. When a referee has stopped the fight because of a headbutt and hasn't really called an end to the contest, why are they letting Roderick Harper get treatment by his corner with ice on his head?
I have no clue as to what's going on. Right now, Roderick Harper is climbing out of the ring. He wants no more of this fight. But I've never seen that where, you know, where there's a break in the action caused from a headbutt. Normally they'll allow the doctor to come in and take a look at it. This is all new to me.
Either it's a great performance, and maybe the Academy Awards should have given it to Roderick Harper. I don't think he was hurt that much, and you can hear the crowd here at center stage. They agree with you. If there's going to be a winner, this should not go down as a no contest.
No, not at all. This should definitely go down as a knockout. TKO in Cuco and Refugio Navarro's favor. I saw a right hand. I would like to see the replay, but it just looked like Roderick Harper just quit, basically.
Well, right now, there's a conversation that's taking place between Yahya McClain, who is a promoter, and Jim Cobb. And as you look at our fighters, you see Yahya is talking with the commission, and he wants to make sure that something fair happens. The last time here, we had fights that ended in the first round. They weren't competitive fights. People were coming here to pick up a paycheck. We had 3 fights out of the same camp, and Yahya was committed to make sure that good boxing action came back to Atlanta.
Yeah, definitely. It looks to be that this time he came out and he worked with the matchmaker to put on great shows. Last time out was a travesty as far as the fights were concerned. Nobody wanted to fight that night. They were all looking to come in and pick up an easy check. Hopefully tonight we'll get a little bit different result.
Well, as you can see, the crowd around here is enjoying things, and it's quite obvious, but I'm really interested in finding out what is going on with Yahya McClain and, of course, all that he is doing, because I could care less about taking a look at some of the people who are working the fight. Yahya McClain is working right now over there talking to the commission, and that's the most important shot of the day, to recognize that when you're talking about people who need to know, Yahya wants to know and wants to make sure that the right decision is being made. The right decision has to be made, and this is an interesting conversation. When have you ever seen this much go on between a referee, a promoter, and of course how a decision is going to be regulated? I think they may have come to a conclusion, and I think for Navarro, it might end up being a victory and a TKO. Jim Cobb, if you go back, he immediately stopped the fight, but it may be a no contest, and I think that may be the way the fight is called.
If it's called a no contest, I think that's unfair to Refugio Navarro. I mean, he was looking to come out here and put on a performance. He came out prepared, ready to fight, and Roderick Harper quit. And in quitting, it should be a technical knockout easily.
We'll come right back with much more of Absolute Boxing before our decision is made.
Yippee-yi-yay, man. F the blase, man. This is how we play.
We're back with Absolute Boxing. As you can see, Navarro is getting unwrapped, and the conversation is still taking place with Yahya McClain, the corner of Navarro, the commission here in Atlanta, Georgia. Now, this is only a temporary commission, and all the practical places and the practical decisions have not been made. It's going to be quite interesting to see how this whole situation is viewed. I mean, this is I've never seen anything like this in boxing, where you have a promoter that gets that actively involved in what is going on with the commission. But I think it is a fair testament. I mean, when you look at it again in slow motion, and we can look at this fight was being dominated by Navarro. Navarro had this fight in his grips, and I knew from the moment that Navarro hit Harper in the stomach, Harper didn't like that, and he showed he didn't like it, and I think the fans here are showing their patience and not showing like they're the young and the restless. They just want a good decision made, because a guy came to work in Navarro, and we'd hate to see him lose for no contest or no decision.
Yeah, and just recently, one of the judges turned to me and said the same thing, that he never saw the headbutt, he did see the punch, so he's even curious to find out what happened in this fight.
It is interesting. Maybe they will go to Absolute TV and come to us and say, can we see a shot of that again?